And good evening to folks watching on KTLA.com. You're watching our pursuit here. It came out of the Malibu area over Malibu Canyon Road. We're on the eastbound 101 right now, coming into the Van Nuys area. Uh, he's on the brakes. This is a custom-built pickup. It's a Ford 550, and it's a 3-axle, so it's well over $100,000 vehicle. If we get here, you see a light. It has 2 axles in the back there, very large tires. They attempted spike strips up at the 101 in Lindero Canyon. I don't know if that was successful or not, but he's not slowing down one bit. The want is reckless driving, but right now, continuing on here, coming up to White Oak here on the eastbound or southbound 101 coming through the valley. So you're watching it here. We'll pop up Skyview 5 for you so you can watch it as we continue on. There you have it. We're at 70 to 80 miles an hour. Continuing on, he's holding the right lanes here, working their way up. So, as I said, White Oak is the next major intersection we're going to go by. It's like I said, LA County Sheriff started this pursuit. They are still in command of this pursuit. As you continue on, 5's on north. As we continue on here, going underneath White Oak right there, and we'll see what he does here. But he's kind of on the brakes, slowing down for traffic. Not a lot of traffic on the freeway tonight. Not a heavy traffic here tonight as he goes along. He was at pretty good speeds earlier in the pursuit. Now we're down to 60 miles an hour as we work our way along. Coming up on Balboa, hit the Balboa off-ramp, a little head fake right there on the ramp. Is he going to take it? Is he not? We'll see what he does. CHP and the actually Sheriff's Department kind of holding out to see what he does here. Speeds aren't really that fast where he would lose him on that turn, but folks in these pursuits, you never know what they're going to do. So right now, it's just a matter of keeping an eye on him as we continue here eastbound or southbound 101 and be coming up on Balboa here in the Encino area. That's CHP now, isn't it? Here we see CHP is in the number 1 lane behind them, and now starting. Alrighty. Is now taken over from the from the Sheriff's Department. 1 or 2, hold on. As we continue now, coming up to the 405, and once the CHP takes over, they will have all sheriff's units drop out and keep out of the pursuit. They do not commingle with allied agencies. Once they take a pursuit, they keep it to themselves. But once it gets into the surface streets, then they always ask for the local area to come take it over because they know the area better. But on the freeway, CHP will just keep on it. Here's we're coming around the bend here for the 405. We'll see which way we're going to go as we come through the interchange here. Looks like he's continuing on to 405 and committed to the East 101. Actually, this is going to be now the 134 with 101. Yeah, 134 picks up over at the 170, so a little premature there. Keeping an eye on it here as we continue on now south on the 101, away from the 405, back over to the number 4 lane, holding that exit lane. Now continuing on, coming up Van Nuys Boulevard, still holding about 65, 68 miles an hour as you're watching on Skyview 5. Now up to 85. You can see the speed's kind of whipping along here as we work away. It's just a matter of the map keeping track of it. We'll go You can see those dual tires in the back there. And what we're hearing is, this vehicle is well over $100,000, custom built Ford 550. So quite a beast out here on the freeway. As you see it here, working its way along the 101, coming up onto Woodman. On the brakes hard, looks like we might be getting off of Woodman here. Might be getting off on Woodman here as we put on the brakes here at Sky-Fi. I got it. All right. We just got an update from our crack assignment desk, Matt, telling us this is a custom built and it's $350,000. And apparently there's been a Jay Leno's Garage episode on this type of vehicle. But you can see those tires there, dualies in the back. It's raised up and continuing on here. But it's kind of in the residential area here, going through the Van Nuys area here. We're on Woodman, coming up on Magnolia. And like I said, holding about 60 miles an hour as we go along here. They're making an eastbound turn here. Oh, U-turn on Chandler. U-turn at Chandler. All right, here he goes. Actually, a little westbound Chandler now. Westbound Chandler as we swing. 5's in a turn to the left. As we work our way along here, keep an eye on the traffic as he works his way along Chandler here. That was kind of, it looked like he was going to snap a U-turn there, but a little head fake as he made that, and off we go. So here we go. Now coming up next intersection, kind of cruising through there. It was a green light for him there. Passing Hazeltine. And continuing on now, a left-hand turn. Looks like we're throwing a U-turn here. Back on Chandler. All right, 5, just pedal turn. Okay, I got you there. I'll let you pass. As we work our way along here, coordinating with the other media helicopters up here as we're all following us, situations where they start making U-turns and things of that sort with the 4 helicopters up here. We're very coordinated in our efforts to not meet in the middle here, so we keep an eye on each other and watch out for each other and talk to make sure everybody knows what everybody's doing. So now we're back eastbound on Chandler, coming up on Woodman. Another turn here. All righty. And as we kind of turn here, as we work our way north on Woodman. Not your left door. As we come up to the intersection here, Burbank Boulevard, right? And it's continuing on here. So he's starting to circle an area here, which we've seen in a situation like this. When they start doing that, they tend to start looking for a place to get out and run. But right now, he's got 2 helicopters over him from the LAPD and 1 from LA County Sheriff's. So the Van Nuys PD, LAPD is well aware of this going on, and they're in the area. So we're on the brakes here, kind of slowing down. Kind of looked like he was going to throw a turn there, but kind of backed off. So everybody is well aware where this is at, and they're just kind of hanging in the area, waiting for this thing to go to ground. So once again, this all started just about 20 minutes ago, and started over to Malibu area, came up over Malibu Canyon Road, through the tunnels down onto the 101 to the area here in Van Nuys. I'm kind of listening in as we go through. Now he's making this turn on Victory as we make a eastbound turn Victory. And still slow speed, so that's good for the folks around him as we continue on. Up. It'll turn here on Varna off of Victory. So he's back into a residential track here. All right, I got you. Yeah, in Van Nuys. What? Okay, all right. I'm ready here, buddy. Yes. So where is he? 6 o'clock? All right. West. Five's coming around. I got you 4. 90 seconds, Van on. All right, we're getting ready to go live on Channel 5. If you want to get on the TV, be able to watch, follow this along. So, oh, big turn here, kind of whipping around here in the parking lot. Go completely around circles here. No, Oh, that turning basin I think is right terrible. $15 to air. All right, I'm just pedal turning here to the right, gonna hold. Got you. Yeah, he's on Sherman Way now here, coming down from Cedar. We've been all over the valley floor here. It started over in the Malibu area for LA County Sheriffs and came over Malibu Canyon Road, ended up on the 101 eastbound or southbound. Came down into the Burbank Boulevard area, got off the freeway. We've been racing around this part of town between Van Nuys and Burbank. So you see, as you said, it's an F550 truck. It's a custom built. You see those two dually axles in the back there, very unusual. And we're hearing it's north of $350,000 vehicle. So, you see everything here in Los Angeles. And chasing something like this, it's unbelievable. But luckily, he's not driving very fast. And right now, it's wanted for reckless only. CHP took it over when it was up on the freeway from the Malibu Sheriffs, and right now they're being supported by the LA County Sheriff's helicopter along with the LAPD helicopter monitoring to make sure that the LAPD units in the area are well aware of where this is at. But right now you see we're on Van Nuys Boulevard Cross at Santacoy and kind of working our way here northbound. So he was kind of circling the area, and we thought for sure he was going to come to an area where he bailed out, but he's gone through a couple parking lots. Now he's getting into a very tight construction or a manufacturing area, industrial area, as we work our way through, kind of making around the corner here. Now back in the residential tract now. So the roadway is getting pretty tight here. This is right off of Van Nuys Airport here to the west, east of the 405 freeway. So we're just kind of circling the area here. And as he makes his way around, Five's just in a pedal turn. And as we continue around here, as you see, he's just in the track. So it's just he looks like he's trying to run to an area that he's familiar with to be able to get out and take off. But, you know, you never know on these pursuits where they're going to go, what they're going to do. And we always joke about if they knew where he was going to go, they wouldn't have to chase him. So right now it's kind of a low-speed pursuit, but that truck is so big that it can't be much more than that unless he gets a good straightaway, because maneuverability on this truck, as you've seen him going around the corners, is not that great. It's a long wheelbase. He said right through that red light there, continuing on Van Nuys Boulevard. Valerio is in the area where he's at, and right now he's coming up on a stop traffic, a red light. Let's see what he does when he gets up here, approaching Sherman Way again. And he pushes his way around the right side through the curb and then back westbound on Sherman Way. So we've done this loop before, just like we've done several other loops with him around the area. And I'm using it just generic him. We don't know what the driver is or how many people were in the car. We haven't received that information from the police department. I'm not sure they even know. But like I said, it started off as a reckless driver up on Malibu Canyon Road, coming out of for PCH through the tunnels, and they came in that real desolate area. But once it got up on the 101, they handed it off to CHP. So here's through a red light, cuts off that little red car. So that's the problem here. You see how he just kind of wheeled out there? The turning radius on this truck is not that good, so it's not going to be easily driven through the streets here at any kind of speed. So that's more likely why the speeds are staying down. If you're watching on Skyview 5, you're up to 57 miles an hour in this area, but that's a big truck to be going that fast. So hopefully he doesn't lose control of this or have somebody pull out in front of him, because it's going to be quite the accident from just the sheer weight of this vehicle. But unusual type car we see, or truck we see being chased here. The first time I've seen one being chased, or even in person. It's just a large, right now, eastbound Santa Coy from Kester, and it big dual axles in the back there. As I was saying earlier, it's a custom vehicle, so who knows what he has in the vehicle, what type of engine he has, and what it's capable of. But right now, you can tell the maneuverability of this vehicle is not that great just because of the wheelbase. But as we continue on Santa Coy, we're coming back up here to Van Nuys again, and we'll see if we make this loop again on Van Nuys. But as we come up the intersection, red light, pushing through, and there we go, back southbound Van Nuys. So we're kind of making this loop all the way around this area here, and right now it's just a matter of where this thing is going to end up, because they're in no hurry to try to do a pit maneuver or get in there and try to work on it. But just from my experience doing pit maneuvers and training, it almost be impossible on this truck just by the sheer type of the wheels there. I got your nine. There, you can't get in there with your bumper to be able to push him around without tying up with those tires, and you just can't do it. So they have tried a spike strip at one point with him up on Malibu Canyon Road, but we don't know if that was successful. Obviously, if it was, these tires are not giving up, but more than likely it wasn't, because he is showing no signs of wear on this vehicle as it continues on here on Sherman Way again, heading back to the east. So Mike and Cheryl, let me send it down to you for a second while I take care of some air traffic control. It looks like an alley. Yeah, it looks like an alley as I'm back. So hopefully it's just going to dead end and they're going to be able to block him in. But no, it looks like it might pop out here as I swing Sky 5 around. Let's see what he does. Well, okay, it comes out to a residential street out on Monona, Wyandotte, and now eastbound on Wyandotte back towards Van Nuys, or actually back towards Woodman. So it's and now southbound Woodman. So he kind of just took a little turn through that alley. We've seen him do a couple turns through parking lots and, like on the corner for gas stations down the wrong side of the street, kind of working his way through now onto Woodman and Sherman Way. Now eastbound Sherman Way from Woodman. So, yeah, this car, it's just unbelievable. I don't know what the capabilities of this truck is. You're saying, Mike, it can tow a big load and carry a big load and share, as you're saying. It's all custom built. And so right now, you can see how high it is, how raised up on the frame it is. So definitely a custom truck that is a lot of money spent putting it together. And right now, as you see, he's continuing on. And they just, as you said, the reckless drunk driving right now. And their LACHP has brought their airplane now, and they're involved. Oh, just kind of weaved around those cars, passing those cars. Got a big weave right there, missed the parked cars. So, man, I can't believe he got that big thing to make that maneuver like that. But, yeah, he got through there. So, but as I was saying earlier, just the sheer weight of this vehicle, if he hits anything, it's going to be disastrous. Now coming up here, getting on the brakes, making a right turn here on Coldwater Canyon from Sherman Way. You saw him kind of spin there a little bit and kind of weave away around and continuing on here in Coldwater Canyon. And 5 is going to move to the west side as we continue through here right off the approach in for Burbank Airport. So luckily no inbounds right now that we have to deal with, but doing everything we can to stay with his pursuit and watch him as he works through. But it's really just going through these streets, that big truck. And the thing is that, as I keep saying, it's, if this thing hits anything, it's going to be a mess. So now back on the brakes, right turn, taking Coldwater Canyon on to Van Owen and into the parking lot of the Del Taco, around the parking lot of the Del Taco. Maybe they can block him in, but I highly doubt they'll do that. And back out onto Coldwater Canyon. Left turn. Oh, into the curb, hits the pole. Yeah, but that's not going to do much. You see him skidding. He just popped the tire. You saw the tire let go. So hopefully he disabled this vehicle, and this will bring a stop to this. Now everybody kind of coming to a stop here. CHP lining up. Yeah, he popped that pole pretty good. You saw that big pop from the tire. So I thought he was going to try to back his way off that. But right now, here's the point to where the most dangerous part of the pursuit is what's going to happen here. It's all of what the driver does. He's getting opening doors open, and to see what happens. We're going to keep a little bit wide here in case something happens. It looks like he's exiting, following directions, hands up, walking back towards the officers as they normally do. Well, now he's walking forward, so we'll see what's going to happen now. But, yep, yeah. Yeah. So right now it looks like he's just standing there. I don't know if he's cooperating or just confused, or you have to worry about the level impairment. What you're dealing with here? Is it drugs? Is it alcohol? Is it a mental condition as well? You don't know what you have. So they're giving him commands to keep his hands up, which he's doing now. There he goes, walking backwards towards their voices. They'll bring him back away from the truck because they want to separate him from that truck. And as he comes back, you'll see an arrest team come out and take charge of him. There he goes, right back to the arrest team. LA or the CHP officers keeping track. Now here comes the arrest team. They'll take control of his hands and then place handcuffs on him, pat him down. Now there'll be another team of officers that'll go up and check that vehicle. So there they go around the back of the units to come in from the rear of the vehicle. So now the driver is secure. And now we're going to come around and make sure the vehicle is secure. Nobody's in it. And we'll watch the officers and checking. And we'll see. Once they flash that code 4 sign, we'll know everything is okay. So luckily, this ended the way it did. That maneuverability, not good, coming out of the Del Taco, going across the cold water and smacking that pole, disabling the vehicle, is the best way this pursuit could have ended. Absolutely. Okay.